Alright, just want to do a little maintenance right here, even though the battery is brand new. Still just good to rev it out a bit, get it charged, and get my own personal batteries charged, and having fun riding this bike. It's getting better at it all the time. And I love it. I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. So I spent the morning cleaning the bike, well, at least the afternoon, and this morning I actually went and bought a new battery for it, because on Thursday I tried to take this bike to work and turned it on. As soon as I flipped the engine switch, the kill switch said right before you hit the starter, engine on switch, the bike just went totally dead. Everything went dead. And that night, in trying to figure out the problem, I swapped my Hayabusa battery temporarily, even though it doesn't fit, and the Gixxer here just started right up. So it was obvious the battery has some issues. And Friday night I put a battery tender on it, which sort of charged it, and the voltmeter said, yeah, we did charge it. However, actually having taken, it still didn't start the bike, even though it said it had enough volts in it. So I went to East Bay Motorsports to get a new battery because I just assumed it was dead, but they tested and confirmed that under stress, yeah, I mean, the battery had voltage on it, but as soon as you put a stress test on it, it goes way low below in the voltage that you need. So that was it for that battery. And it's the original battery for the bike. The bike is 4 years old. I'm the second owner of the bike and that battery, so there you go. But it's also fun just to like work on the bike a bit, get your hands a little dirty. It's also nice just to detail your bike. A little pride of ownership, and this thing looks great. I mean, there are a lot of great new sport bikes out on the market now, like all the leader bike newness, like from the Yamaha R1 to the new BMW S1000RR, you know, and it's always nice to want a new bike, but I mean, like what you have, right? Go to war with the bike you have. And I have the Busa, which is wonderful. Heavier bike, you know, greater for longer trips, and actually it's really nice for commuting because it just handles traffic better. Stop and go. It doesn't overheat as much as this bike does. Not that this bike overheats, but you can see the temperature gauge rise very easily when you're in stop and go traffic. And it's nice that the Busa's engine is so big that it doesn't have a heating problem. Yeah, it's also, life is good when you got two great motorcycles to choose from to ride. I sat on an R1 today, and boy does that have a hard seat, on a 2015 R1. Plus, I really felt like I was leaning over a lot. Meaning like going downhill on that bike would probably scare me a bit, just because I feel like I'm going to fall over or something. Fall over frontwards. This bike has a little bit of that, but I guess I'm fine with it. I've got the leather pants gripping the tank here now too, so you can use that strategically. There's always a little sweet spot here at the revs. Nothing really happens on this bike until you hit about 5 grand. Now going downhill like this on twisty turns used to scare the fuck out of me on this bike. Like I would just be like riding the brake the whole time. Now I've gotten a little bit more used to it. Now I'm catching up to cars instead of vice versa. That's a little freaky, man. Of course I look really fast. Alright, be safe, be smart, have fun. I love you, Tracy. My mantra before I get on the freeway, I always say that. Nothing wrong with a little bit of mantra-tizing. Mantra-sizing. And let's merge well, people. Good. It's fun to be up in these revs. I hardly ever do it. Let the bike sing, man. This bike is so stable at high speed. You can get lulled into not like, because like the suspension is so compliant at high speed, it's very smooth. You can kind of get lulled into thinking that you don't have to steer very much. And by steering, I mean just counter steering gently and make sure you lean the bike properly. Aerodynamically, I feel great, even though the wind's probably hitting me straight on the head. I don't feel pushed back. Probably because I'm leaning forward so much. This bike is a speed demon because it is more stable at high speed. And you just kind of want to do what the engine wants you to do. It just get you up there, man. Totally get you up there. I didn't even think that was a valid turn. One thing motorcyclists notice whenever they vlog is cars doing the wrong thing, and you see it all the time, and especially with the camera you can document it. But I think as a motorcyclist we are really aware of what people are doing in cars, because cars usually don't see or just act stupid around you. So it's nice to call them out on it. Yeah. Who needs a sport car when you've got like this? Seriously fun. Shouldn't be going this fast, of course. There it goes, like right at 5,000, you can feel the bike just take off. Once you get past that magic threshold, the bike just like zips ahead. I wonder if it's like the ECU is programmed to do that. It just assumes like, okay, you're at 5, you're safe to go quick. Yeah, I noticed that ever since I first had the bike, like as soon as you get up past 5 or to 5,000 RPM, it just takes off. Like right here, I'm sub, but if you just give it a little bit more gas, it just sort of zooms you up without much throttle. It's kind of nice. It's like a little automatic slingshot. Pretty day today, not super hot. Blue sky. California, of course, could use a lot more rain. It's only 50, but still we can give it just a little gas. There we are, right at 50. Let's open her up. Pulling wheelies in 4th gear, right? Seriously. A lot of higher end power. What's cool about the GSX-R600 is it's sort of like where super sport bikes get real. It's just such an honest bike. I mean like pure sport bike. One of the originals, right? And it's awesome in that regard to be an owner of it. And to feel the engineering and the motor, which works so well. Getting buffeted around by the road here. There again, I'm not going too fast. I'm not really trying to die. I'm not a super motorcyclist. I could push myself, try to lean a little more. Right on the apex. But just enjoy myself. Don't have to do anything except what I want to do. And going what I think is fast is great. Let's really put on the juice here. So nice. That's the other thing, is like, if I'm blinded, I feel like, you know, I can't see if someone got into my lane or something. Definite paranoia. You just kind of got to trust the traffic and react at the last minute, which is always a situation. And I've got someone on my tail. I wasn't speeding, but they are. I'm not that fast. Why do I have a sport bike? Because I fucking love it. I love how it rides, and I like the fact that it can go fast. I keep having to justify myself every time someone passes me, man. I'm sick of it. Shit. So, I will have had this bike for 2 years in August. I think I just figured that out. Do I ride it a whole lot? No. Definitely a weekend toy. Maybe if I did ride it a lot more, I would feel better about it. But I am feeling really good about it. I mean, I don't feel bad about it. Shit. It's either a dog or a coyote. It's a coyote. Alright, be safe, be smart, have fun. Love you, Tracy, like I said. Now, I've had a problem merging onto the 4 here before, where I never kind of drifted into the second lane when I shouldn't have. Let's see how we'll do today. Red lights ahead. Little congestion. This is Highway 80, by the way. Takes us all the way to Sacramento. Main route between Sacramento and San Francisco. Big old corridor. UC Davis, my alma mater, is up there. I was just thinking to myself, it would have been so much fun to have had a motorcycle in college. To get back and forth to Sacramento and just tool around on the weekends. Kind of got into motorcycling well into my 40s. I did have a scooter in high school, but I guess they say that doesn't count. So anyway, so this is what I'm talking about. So I get here onto Highway 4, and we'll keep it here for a bit. Now, when I think I was in the right lane before, and I drifted into this lane over here unexpectedly or something like that, or maybe that's the lane to my left here when I didn't intend to, and it scared the fuck out of me because I didn't see if there was someone behind me or not. See what I mean? I have to like make sure that I lean in to these curves, not just expect that they'll happen. There's some juice here. Nice road for a while. Nice and smooth. People go fast here. Keeping up with the Joneses means like 80 miles an hour. Still, it's such a nice place to be motorcycling. To have these like open highways. Groovy freeway, haha. Man, you can really feel that. I wonder why they do that. I mean, for a lightweight bike like this, it just sort of feels like you get thrown around. The Busa is definitely a lot more tolerant of that kind of stuff. The lightweight bikes like this hate grooves, and I don't understand why California does it unless they were actually going to replace the freeway, like just like a week before or something like that. The surface, that is, replace the surface. See, I get all freaked out with these grooves in the road. I just feel like I can't like handle the bike where I want it to be, or I have to like steer too much or something. I just gotta lean into it, not be a puss, as they say. And I'm not saying much again. Kind of enjoying the ride. Forgetting that I'm not narrating, or forgetting to narrate. Just enjoying myself, clearing my mind, letting the world go by, loving my bike. And be safe, be smart, have fun. I love you, Tracy. Get on the freeway again. And I have an electric car in front of me. Little Cinquante Electrico. Actually, I don't know if electrico is the right word in Spanish or Italian. Electrica. La electrica. I'm just gonna keep up with traffic and shut up. Shut up. And whenever you go in this direction on this freeway, there's always wind buffeting. Yeah, I'm going 80 miles an hour, but even still, it's usually not that bad, but for some reason the head buffeting is worse here. I think there is always a slight headwind, because we are going dead west. This is the weird part, where you've got the sun right in your eyes. There, okay, better now. It's just like, it's unsettling. Alright, so braking 90 here is like par for the course. And we're at 90. Now, if that jackass can figure out what they're doing, are they going to go in the left lane, or are they getting off right there? Because I will move over. Gosh, it's nice going through here. Quiet, smooth, cold, cooler, fast. Now, like I said, grooved roads I don't like, especially on a smaller bike. Just concentrate, keep your head on. There, better road. And bad. Man, I was totally fucking blinded right there. I hate that.